Hey guys, I'm here. We are back for episode 5 of She-Hulk. Last episode saw us dealing with a magical dispute between Wong and a former sorcerer of Camartage who's using his abilities in an irresponsible way on stage, which resulted in some demons running loose, a human getting lost into the nether, having to make a pact with a demon just to get back. Lots of things were going crazy in that episode, and we got a new character, Madison, with a Y, but it's not where you think. To be honest, it was a really fun episode. I really liked that character. Like, even though, like, in the middle, like, I wasn't too sure about how I felt about it, but I hope we see Madison and Wongers again. Which I'm sure we'll see Wong again in this season, but I'm excited to go ahead and get into this episode, guys, so that's what we're gonna do. If you wanna see the full-length reaction to this, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gets you access as well. It is in watch-along format, so you just sync up your own footage with the time code, see my reaction to the entire episode. Get the same thing for this and all the previous episodes, as well as the same thing for all the other shows we cover here on the channel. You also get to vote and suggest what movies we react to each month. We got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage, and trying to make it worth your while since you are going to do way to support the channel. But of course, I know that I can do that, and a simple way you can help us out is just by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos, because it really does go a long way with helping the channel grow here on YouTube. But with that all said and out of the way, guys, let's go ahead and hop into episode 5. Mean Green and straight poured into these jeans. Here we go.
Strength is beauty. Beauty is strength. What makes you beautiful? She-Hulk by Titania.
Oh, wow.
You are She-Hulk by Titania.
Wow.
I own who I am. She-Hulk by Titania. A luxurious new line of skincare, beauty, and wellness products created by Titania exclusively for you. She-Hulk by Titania.
Rude.
You're listening to Pro Say, Law 360's podcast. Here's a quick word from our sponsor.
Hey Titaniacs, can't wait to see you all this weekend.
Can't escape this shit, man.
Chad! Oh, what's up, Jen?
What are you doing?
The hell?
I'm making a killing selling these signed She-Hulk products. They love you.
This is not mine. It has nothing to do with me.
It's got your name, She-Hulk, right here.
This woman, Titania, has trademarked my name.
Well, that's dumb. Why would you let her do that? If you would have done yours first, then she wouldn't have been able to done that, you know?
She-Hulk by Titania.
Wow. She hijacked the logo.
I'm so sorry, little child. The line starts way back there.
I don't want to cut. I want you to stop and take all of this down.
What seems to be the issue?
You're using my name to sell your trashy product.
Get over it, Jennifer. The name's She-Hulk. It's mine. Could you take a photo of us? Oh my God, yeah.
No.
You're taking the photo?
Just one, and that is...
You said you didn't like the name She-Hulk anyways.
I don't.
Okay.
I'm still Jennifer Walters. She-Hulk is just a thing that happened to me.
So you're totally over it?
Yeah, like the most over it.
You're crushing your stapler.
What?
Excuse me.
What's happening, Nick?
Oh, we're just talking to myself.
All right, I can't pretend like I'm here for a friendly visit. I need a favor.
You know my price. Return favor. Plus interest.
Done. The Iron Man 3s are coming out and they're limited to 1 pair per customer.
Why do you need 2 pairs?
1 to rock and 1 to stock.
Okay, so you're telling me that you collect shoes to look at that you're never gonna wear? I respect that.
I'm not gonna brag to you or anything, but I do have some pretty rare limited editions that I got from my drip broker.
What?
Can this drip broker find someone who could do custom clothing for, say, a superhuman-sized person?
No doubt.
Okay, I'm gonna need to call my favor right now.
But you haven't even done the original favor.
But I am letting you slide on the interest, aren't I?
You're right. Slick Nick. Slick Nick.
Man, I love these guys, man.
Boy Alonzo sent me.
Alonzo. Okay, what's the order?
No, my boy Alonzo, the drip broker, he sent me. The superhero stuff.
Come to the back.
Hell yeah, man.
Got everything. Captain America shield, Thor hammer.
Dude.
This says Avengers.
You don't like Avengers? I got Avengers.
Oh, with an I. We don't want bootleg stuff, okay? I want custom-made clothing for a superhero.
If you're not the guy, then do you know who the guy is?
He won't meet with you. He's very
So
exclusive.
you do know the guy. Okay, fine. I'll buy one of your Avengers t-shirts.
And a matching hat.
Yes, of course. I want to complete the ensemble.
Oh, what the fuck?
Hi. I wanted to talk to you about making clothing for my client.
You have a referral?
Actually, my client is an Avenger.
She's one of the top tier ones, sir.
Yes.
15-minute consultation. I can still see you.
Okay.
Dude, I love Pug and Nikki.
Why did I pass a billboard on Santa Monica Boulevard today advertising a She-Hulk booty boost smoothie?
I am going to fix this, sir.
No, you won't.
Well, I'm surprised and relieved you aren't foolish enough to try to represent yourself. I'm taking this on as a professional courtesy, but moving forward, we are not colleagues. I'm the attorney, you're the client, because that's the only way this can work. Agreed?
Agreed.
Why didn't you trademark your own pseudonym?
I never even thought about it. Did Doctor Strange have to trademark his name? Did Thor?
You chose two examples of people who use their real names. This is the person who legally outmaneuvered you? But if you're going to be my client, you need to dress like you respect yourself and not like a football player pleading no contest to a DUI. Nikki? Wasn't lurking, I was close by. You obviously spend a lot of time thinking about what you're going to wear. Why don't you help Walters with her look? I got you a consultation with the guy who makes clothing for superheroes.
No, I don't think I really need that.
You do, yes.
Nice suit, Shrek.
Wow.
Since the first public appearance of Jennifer Walters in her Hulk form, name She-Hulk had not even been recorded in public discourse until that debut. The defendant is exploiting goodwill towards my client and her better-known cousin in order to sell her non-FDA approved sham products.
Okay, first of all, sham, which I just so happen to have a little sample of and offer into evidence. Thank you.
Can we please stay on track here?
Your Honor, what my client is trying to say is that She-Hulk was not... You can sit down. Walters was not interested in the She-Hulk name until it became associated with this incredibly successful line of products.
I will not answer to that name. You know why? Because it's not my name. My name never has been and never will be She-Hulk.
Any response, Miss Book? Actually, yes. We have one more clip to show.
How did you come up with the name She-Hulk?
Some random guy on the news came up with it. So now whether I like it or not, I am forever She-Hulk.
My client clearly stated that she is She-Hulk.
Can you prove a pattern of Miss Walters' personal use of the name?
Yes, Your Honor, we definitely have more to present.
Till Thursday?
Jen looks so confused.
This is a waste of my time and my talents. Please get out.
Okay, but she needs a suit that's gonna fit her both as Jen and as She-Hulk. Yeah. All the way down, small, impish.
Impish.
Do you think you could design a suit that would adapt to both of my bodies?
I mean, come on, have you ever done a Hulk before?
Order extra bolts of the stretch wool. We're going to need a lot of fabric.
Oh, she's so impeccable. Where does she shop?
I don't know, someone with valet parking.
Oh, what the fuck?
I know her.
Of course you do.
I didn't know you worked here.
Yeah. Are you a client or?
I am. I'm one of the biggest.
Yeah.
Just had a meeting with my favorite lady lawyer.
No touching.
Yeah, we should reconnect soon.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be great.
Yeah, drinks on me.
Okay.
You rolled over
So quickly.
You looked at that guy's dating profile and you were like, yeah, no, I'll give this man a couple precious hours of my life.
She-Hulk sat across from him for an entire dinner.
Yeah, and he for sure is telling all his friends, like, yo, bro, went on a date with She-Hulk.
He went on a date with She-Hulk.
He can testify.
Because I made a dating profile as She-Hulk. Every single one of those dates is a corroborating witness. This is how I win this case.
Hell yeah.
By parading all the questionable men that you dated in front of a courtroom. Oh, Jen, that's gonna be embarrassing.
Yes.
Oh, great.
We have compelling evidence. My client used She-Hulk as a genuine part of her identity. As you can see in the About Me section, my client wrote, and I quote, "Mean, green, and straight poured into these jeans." To answer the question, what are you looking for in a partner? My client wrote, a sturdy back and reinforced king-size bed. We'd like to call our witnesses.
God damn.
She was initially embarrassed by the name She-Hulk, but then she embraced it. I guess, I don't know, I'm the kind of guy a woman can really open up to.
You really connected with She-Hulk.
She-Hulk and I had an intense connection. We had a great date. She battled demons. I mean, come on.
Would you have gone on the date if She-Hulk had instead presented as Jennifer Walters?
Look, I don't mean to be rude, but she's not really my type. But She-Hulk, She-Hulk's incredible. She's amazing.
In light of this new testimony, the court finds in favor of Jennifer Walters, aka She-Hulk. Titania and her subsidiaries will cease usage of the She-Hulk name effective immediately.
Hell yeah.
Isn't over, hater.
Hey, Titania.
What?
I'm so sorry that happened to you. What you getting into later?
Fine, you can buy me things.
Everything that She-Hulk brings to the table, and those guys were my best option.
You can have literal superpowers, and some guy with an internet connection will still think he can do better.
Yes! I am so happy we're friends now.
Oh.
Just say that out loud. Thanks for the drink. Of course.
I thought you were getting better clothes. Oh, yeah, my clothes.
Here?
Oh, I like it.
Of course you do. Oh. I made you a little something extra.
Oh, wow. I don't know that I'll really have an occasion.
Just say thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Tinsley, does client confidentiality mean nothing to you?
Yo! Oh shit, that was it. That went by so quick. There was no after credits this time. Huh, okay. That's unsuspected. We have one every episode, but not this one. Yeah, okay, just triple checking here. All right, whatever. Oh man, I really enjoyed this episode. This definitely felt like a little bit of a bridge, but I liked it, man. You know, it shows growth with the character, man, because she's starting to embrace this identity, this She-Hulkness, this kind of status that comes along with that. Once somebody else starts kind of like trying to take advantage of it, you know, it kind of makes her feel ownership towards it finally, you know, kind of accepting that as part of her identity. And I like that she stood her ground on it, even if it meant kind of humiliating herself to get the point across. But I like how it brought the whole dating thing back around, and we saw the one dude again. So I wonder what's going on with him. The weird scientist-y guy who's just interested in her abilities, what she can do, blood and all that stuff. Wonder why he was there. But yeah, man. So the main focus though, I like the Pug is like a shoe collector, because that kind of fits in with the whole thing, you know, with the fashion element from Titania and her showing like how I like that whole like kind of, I wouldn't call it a commentary because it really doesn't go that deep into it, but just kind of how she's like that Instagram stereotypical influencer type. You know, she markets her followers these bunk products who are just going to eat it up no matter what, and this really just interchangeable like rotation of all the same shit, just recycled and reskinned. And especially with all the stuff that's been like coming out in the last month or so, the whole like kerfuffle on TikTok about certain products going around, potentially like life-threatening stuff. Like it's been pretty, I don't know, man. It's very relevant and something that still kind of goes on. So it's kind of funny to see that addressed in the show through this character who's just got no regard about any of this shit. And seeing that them come to head kind of build up this kind of weird ass rivalry that seems to be kind of brewing in the background just out of pure sheer coincidence. Well, I'd say it's coincidence only in that they were put in each other's paths with that initial case in the first episode to now that put Jen in her crosshairs. And now Titania is just that vain and that petty to just keep this thing going for her own advantage. Even so far as to like bring one of these guys that dated She-Hulk along with her just to buy her shit at the end of it. And I don't know. I like this little like dynamic and banter with her attorney this time around, having to not represent herself, but have, you know, somebody within the firm represent her with Mallory Book, and just her like assuredness. Now, I've never played it too much, but like she definitely reminds me of like the Edgeworth type from like Ace Attorney a little bit. So I don't know, like, cause I remember hearing like, I think it was like in New Rockstars talking about this character from in the comics, and they kind of have like a butting head relationship, more of like a like legal rivalry, like within the firm as, you know, lawyers. They kind of rub against each other quite a bit. So I think that's kind of funny to see that kind of come into play here. And then the rest of the episode, like coming in with the whole thing with Pug wanted to get these exclusive shoes and how that kind of works its way into Jen's story, because the person peddling these shoes also has access to superhero clothing lines and stuff like that, where they actually craft like gear for metahumans, superheroes, and all kinds of shit. So it kind of came around, and you know, we're finally getting her after being after her dressing in this like oversized dude's suit for the first couple of episodes. We're finally going to be getting her fitted up and glowed up, and because it's something that people keep commenting on. So I'm curious to see what all we got. We've seen some of the outfits in the trailer. Obviously, the her dress that she's showing off at one of those parties. We see like her fitted, you know, suit that she wears to court, and then of course her classic battle outfit. So we'll see how that comes to fruition. I think that's the little extra that he threw in there at the end. And then that little tease of Daredevil's new helmet at the end, which I guess Matt's here to see his new tailor, which is interesting. Yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited. We got 4 episodes left, and we got Matt on the back burner. So I think I have to imagine with that tease, we'll be seeing Matt next episode. And I've heard some interesting things about their interaction. I know that there's the whole like mid-season tease that had some Daredevil in it or whatever, and people, I just have to let people know this every time, because people forget or new and don't really know. But once the show's gotten going, I don't watch any of the promotionals, because I don't want to spoil that. Like if it's leading into the season, I'll watch it, you know, like the trailers leading up to the start. But once the season's going, I'm not going to watch any of that stuff, because I want to finish it out with as blind as I can, you know. So that's kind of what I've done. I've heard it was very Daredevil heavy. We already know that he was going to be in there from that one interaction in the original trailer. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for that. But I like this whole thing, though. Like, at its core, it's about Jen accepting her lot in life as it is right now and becoming more comfortable with this identity. We see that kind of battle within her throughout this episode, and it was just really endearing, and I can't wait to see that further as we get closer to how that relationship works a little more closely in the comics. So I like this episode. So guys, what'd you think? Sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Feel free to join us in our Discord. We can talk about it there as well. Links to that in all my socials, description box below. Follow me in each and every one of those. If you want to see the full-length reaction to this, remember you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, gets you access as well. And speaking of, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends, Manny Sher, Ryan Kara, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, York, Corey Scott, Margaret Grace, Mary Bradley, Melita, Robert Anguiano, and Raven McGann. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. That's it for this episode, guys, and I'll see you all next week with the next episode. Take care, everybody.